Right friends, welcome back to Capsule-7. This is on Chilcot Report. You may ask, who is Chilcot? Sir John Chilcot. He headed the Committee on Iraq War Inquiry. The United States of America and United Kingdom, supported by other countries, invaded Iraq in the year 2003. And if you go back to history, in the year 2001, there was attack on World Trade Center and other establishments in United States of America by 19 Al-Qaeda extremists. That means by taking planes as hostage, Al-Qaeda extremists attacked World Trade Center in 2001 and subsequently in the year 2003 based on two presumptions. One is Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction and Saddam Hussein has links with Al-Qaeda. With these two presumptions, at that time United States of America, supported by United Kingdom and other countries, raided Iraq, and subsequently a commission of inquiry was established, and this committee was headed by Sir John Chilcot. And this Chilcot Report is into the news recently because recently he gave the report, and at the time in 2003 when the Western countries, United States of America and UK invaded Iraq, George W. Bush was the President of United States of America and Tony Blair was the Prime Minister of UK, and now the blame entirely fell on Tony Blair for taking wrong decisions. And please look into this. This is Iraq, and as I have already told you, USA and UK with other countries raided Iraq. And let us visualize the aspects behind raiding Iraq and how they proved to be wrong. First and the foremost is Iraq was raided with the presumption of Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction. You may ask, what are the weapons of mass destruction? Weapons of mass destruction are nothing but nuclear weapons. Please look into this slide. And chemical weapons which constitute several gases. Then biological weapons which constitute various types of bacteria, fungi and virus. Then radiological weapons, the weapons which result in radiation to higher degree. So these are all called weapons of mass destruction. Iraq was raided in 2003 with the presumption that Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction, and subsequently it was proved to be wrong. Second thing is Saddam Hussein has links with Al-Qaeda, and subsequently it was also proved to be wrong. The third assumption at the time was USA and UK resorted to war on Iraq after all other peaceful options were exhausted. This also proved to be wrong. And the fourth presumption, the countries in advance visualized the consequences of war. This also proved to be wrong. So the inquiry report, that is the Chilcot Report, clearly stated that all the presumptions before going for war were not based on proper intelligence reports, and most of the decisions were taken by the then Prime Minister Tony Blair on his own. And subsequently all these four presumptions were proved to be wrong. And if you look at Iraq now in 2016, that means after 13 years, what is the present status of Iraq? Almost 1/4 of the area is occupied by Islamic State. Poor governance, terrorist attacks even in cities like Baghdad, chaos everywhere, corruption, mass migration of people, collapse of the economy. So this is the repercussion of United States of America and West attacking Iraq in 2003. And the Chilcot Report clearly says that there is no genuine reason for attacking Iraq in 2003. And it is clearly evident that the West has not learnt anything from the past mistakes. Look at Libya, please look into this map. Libya is a North African country. In 2011, Arab Spring took place, as like in several other countries, civil war started and subsequently NATO intervened and Colonel Gaddafi was thrown out, and subsequently what happened after 5 years? Now total anarchy, no governance. There are 2 governments in Libya. This became heaven for terrorist outfits and mass migration is taking place from the country. No governance, collapsed economy. And similarly, if you look at Syria, please look into this map. This is Syria, situated in West Asia, and since 2011, Western countries intervened in the affairs of Syria. Bashar al-Assad, supported by Iran and Russia, but the opposition is supported by NATO and Saudi Arabia, and on the other hand, taking advantage of the vacuum between the president and the opposition forces, Islamic State occupied and at present ruling at least 1/4 to 1/3 of the territory. And can West learn from the past experience? That is the biggest question mark now. And these incidences clearly indicate the present situation in Iraq, Syria or Libya, or because of interventions by Western countries, and the countries as a whole destabilized after the intervention by United States of America along with the NATO countries. Right friends, with this let us conclude Capsule 7. Please do join for other modules. Have a nice day. Thank you.